You haven't read Shakespeare until you read it in the original Klingon. The original Klingon was Shakespeare Klingon? Because now that's all I can imagine. So there is a version of Hamlet that has been entirely translated into Klingon. It's 219 pages of Hamlet entirely in Klingon. However, that's not exactly why I'm here. If you read titles of videos, I can assume you already know what this video is going to be about. So obviously I'm going to be reciting Shakespeare's famous to be or not to be in Klingon. Or as the Klingons say it, taHbe, taHbe. I will be dissecting that sentence later. The subtitles below will be in Klingon, and so you know how to actually spell the words. If you want an English translation, you can just go watch someone reciting the original. So without further ado, let us begin. taHbe, taHbe, Now that's really an approximate translation. Obviously, some of the things might have been changed around to make it actually compatible with Klingon language. But that's pretty much to be or not to be in Klingon. Now, taHbe, taHbe pretty obviously means to be or not to be. But let's look into it. Tah is a word for to be. Now, Klingons don't say I am or you are, so if I want to say, for example, you are beautiful, which you are, I would say b'ich, composed of b for like you are doing something. In this case, you are being something, and if you aren't doing something to anyone else. And then there's a word for like to be beautiful, which is ich. It's my favorite word in Klingon, as well as pagh, which is for collision. I'll explain this part of the grammar in a later video. You may also notice how similar the third word is to the first. It's taHbe, which means not to be. It's basically just tah with the be suffix at the end, which basically means not. And the second word, pagh, means or. It can also mean zero. Essentially the only way to differentiate whether it's zero or is really just logic. I mean, it's important not to overthink these. I mean, they're really simple to figure out. Like, for example, to be or not to be makes a lot more sense than to be zero not to be. Or thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on Wednesday. By the way, did you know that Klingon for Humans has an Instagram account? It's called @Klingon for Humans, and I do things like Klingon words a day, as well as other posts about the Klingon language. You are more than welcome to follow it if you like.